This is the Ohio Farm Bureau podcast. I'm Ty Higgins. Agriculture is consistently ranked as one of the most dangerous occupations in the U.S. In 2022, the industry averaged 18.6 deaths per 100 workers, nearly 5 times the national average for other careers. Nationwide has a new program called Every Step Counts to help employers improve worker safety in the ag industry. Find out all about it coming up next.
When it's their turn, running the farm will be different. Technology will keep evolving. Global demand will keep increasing. That's why we're here, to keep building a better, brighter future for the next generation of Ohio farmers. Ohio Soybean Council. Invested in your future.
At Ag Credit, we've been proudly providing support and financing for agriculture in rural Ohio for generations. As a local farmer-owned cooperative, we value our members and work to supply the best service possible while offering competitive products and solutions. Solutions that support the next generation getting started, ones that help operations grow, and others to aid with transitions. To apply online or find the location nearest you, visit us at agcredit.net. Ag Credit, committed to agriculture, committed to you.
This is the Ohio Farm Bureau podcast. I'm Ty Higgins. June is National Safety Month. It's an ideal time for employers and workers in the ag industry to refocus on elevating safety measures. To learn more about a new program from Nationwide to help employers identify and close potential gaps in their worker safety plans, we bring in Laramie Sandquist. He is Senior AVP of Risk Management with Nationwide Agribusiness. With a title like that, Laramie, seems like you're the perfect fit for a conversation like this.
Appreciate it, Ty. Thanks for having me.
We hear about the dangers in agriculture all the time, but just from what the data tells us, how dangerous is the working environment when it comes to the ag sector compared to other vocations?
Yeah, as you know, Ty, we're always looking at the various industries that we serve across the country. And one that stood out to us probably a good 6 to 9 months ago when we were doing the research is obviously we knew the ag industry was dangerous, but we didn't realize how dangerous. And so the numbers really do pop out. If you look at the data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics and the National Safety Council, the ag industry is about 5 times more likely to have incidents than the national average. So 18.6 deaths per 100,000 workers is the exact numbers that they come up with. And it's kind of fascinating and crazy to think that our industry that we serve can be one of the higher ones, knowing that, you know, we enjoy it so much and we appreciate the folks, but we do need to create that awareness for folks and hopefully get them to understand the data and hopefully make some changes as a result of it.
And it throws up a red flag for you because you are in the risk management business. And so you have this new program I want you to tell us about called Every Step Matters. There's a reason that STEP is involved there. We'll talk about here in a couple of minutes, but tell us how this program is making farming safer.
Yeah, as you know, we try to partner with our Farm Bureau partners and our customers all across the country. And one of the things we came up with is that we knew we had a lot of information, but we didn't have it in a really good formalized format. So we decided to say, let's find something that people can latch onto, make it simple, make it very easy to implement. And that's where this STEP program comes from. And it really takes you through the life cycle of employment and takes you through the life cycle of just the overall training and the program development, the overall incidents that happen that are out there, and hopefully makes it simple for people to follow and to train and to fall back on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, so STEP, S-T-E-P, the 4 principles of this new Every Step Counts program. So S, selection and orientation, what does that mean?
Yeah, we all know it starts the first day on the job, or maybe even before the job starts when you're looking at onboarding or hiring someone, but making sure that those folks truly understand what the job responsibilities are, that we have a clear job description for those folks, and that we have onboarding that shows them how to effectively do their job and how to safely do their job as well.
T, training and safety programs.
Yeah, this gets into everything that the company is doing to put together not only, initial training for folks and safety program development, but also the ongoing training and the education that needs to happen as well. Because as you know, Ty, a lot of times people are having injuries on their, in their first 6 months on the job. But what we've found from our claims information is that we're seeing more and more injuries on those folks that are in that 3 to 5 year range. So not only is training and education and safety programs important at the start of someone's career, but also as they get a couple of years into the career, we can't forget about retraining and focus on that.
And accidents are inevitable. So E is events and losses.
Yeah, once an event happens, a lot of people just really don't know what to do, right? A lot of people don't get hurt. They don't go to work looking to get hurt. They don't get in their car looking to get in the car crash. So educating folks on what to do in the event of an incident, because there's a lot of things you can do when an incident happens that can help ensure that employee is taken care of, number one, but also gets back up and running and back to work as quickly as possible.
And then finally, P, post-event understanding and actions.
Yeah, we all know that after something happens, we want to do kind of a post-mortem and find out what exactly happened. Is there anything in the process or anything in our production line or anything in our training or our programs that we maybe had a gap out there? So this P is probably the most important, is really taking a look and saying, all right, what can we do differently to prevent this from ever happening again?
If you go all the way back to the beginning of this conversation, it's about evaluating the safety of your operation. And for many farmers, for many agribusinesses, that might be a daunting thought. So what if you simply don't know where to start?
Yeah, I'd say just go out to our nationwide.com agribusiness worker safety website, agribusiness worker safety, after that nationwide.com. And we have over 70 pieces of tools, materials, resources that are available for folks. But I'd also just say as well, we know in this industry, there's a lot of seasonal folks. There's a lot of folks that may only work with us for a limited amount of time. We can't forget about those folks. We can't forget about the training that's necessary. We can't forget about the ongoing program development and just the overall culture that we're bringing them into and holding them accountable to.
How do you see the ag community using this Every Step Matters program moving forward?
Yeah, moving forward, hopefully they'll start at the beginning and really reevaluate or evaluate where they are today. It's kind of that level setting of, how are we bringing people on board? What do our programs look like? And we're not saying that every industry or, every customer is the same, right? They can look at it and say, all right, do we have some gaps? What are these gaps that we want to fill? And are the resources and the tools available from that perspective? And what we've always seen is that after a claim happens, folks tend to look at things a little bit differently. And what we're hoping is that we don't have to get to that step 3 in the process, the E, the event. We can hopefully take care of it at the S and T part, the selection orientation, and also the training and safety program piece to head off any of these incidents from happening in the first place.
Safety takes a number of different angles in agriculture, and this is just one way to keep all of those in perspective with Nationwide. Laramie Sandquist, Senior AVP of Risk Management with Nationwide Agribusiness. How can listeners and viewers find out more, Laramie?
Yeah, again, nationwide.com/agribusiness worker safety.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Find previous podcasts at ohiofarmbureau.org and search podcast.